Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. We're going to go on another search today looking for some beautiful places. We woke up to an absolutely beautiful sunrise in the Ouachita Mountains of southeast Oklahoma, ready to greet us for an exciting day. Hot coffee is always a winner on a cold winter morning, right along with a warm bowl of oatmeal.
You won't be in the photo. You'll be focused on us, but blurred in the background.
We moved our bowls and coffee cups down to a food preparation table at the edge of the campsite, and it just overlooked the foggy valley. I believe it's called the Holson Valley. At least that is the name of the road that goes right through the center of the valley, the Holson Valley Road. It was a beautiful valley to look at with the fog and the bright sunshine.
And I will say it.
The thick underbrush blocked some of the view of the fog in the valley, but I guess that's what drones are for. The area we're looking at here is in the center of the Ouachita National Forest in south central Oklahoma. It is a beautiful area of old rolling mountains. It's gorgeous. This morning, while it was still just a little bit nippy, we decided we'd get into our vehicle and travel some of the back roads off of Route 1 and just try to find our way around and see if we could find some dispersed camping. Was definitely on our list, and just to take in the beauty in a relaxing way. We were in no hurry today. I had no interest in attempting to engage any kind of serious obstacles or off-roading with the Pilot. I did not have any recovery equipment with me, because I had removed the storage cases from my Pilot when we went home for my dad's funeral. I did not want to be in a funeral procession with my overlanding storage and cases on top of the vehicle. Before making this trip, I had scoped out on Gaia some of the county roads that came off of Talimenadrive or Route 1. And there were a couple that I wanted to scope out, and the one that was marked there is the one I'm looking for right now. These roads are not labeled National Forest roads. They are actually labeled county roads, so I have to make the assumption that they are a county maintenance, and maybe dispersed camping is somewhat limited. Some of the roads were actually washed from the recent rain, and it was just a little scary there getting up to the edge. So I do have some exciting things to think about today, and that is that I have now passed 1,000 subscribers. This did happen about the time that my dad passed, and I just wasn't able to come up with the energy to make a big deal out of 1,000 subscribers at the time. I definitely want to thank you for being my subscriber. Obviously, I have very good subscribers. I come across very good comments on my channel. Every now and again, there's a little one that's a little bit off, but for the most part, I really enjoy interacting with you. Look forward to the channel growing. Let me tell you what the channel growing does not mean. It does not mean that I will monetize. I have no intent of monetizing this channel. I still have no intent of doing sponsoring. There are reasons that becomes more complicated. One simple one is I don't want to have to learn the drone regulations. I work in a very regulated profession, and I don't want another layer of regulations for how I fly my drone. I'm keeping my recreational drone certification, and that's it. So you should expect continued calm content. That is where this channel started. So I wanted my parents to have access to something calming. In the middle of the pandemic, I wanted my dad to be able to watch some calming things in the middle of wondering what's going on in the world with the pandemic and a wild and crazy presidential election. The intent of this channel was to show that there is still some calmness, beauty, and reasonableness in the world. So if you like that, come back and tell your friends, and I'll just keep it calm and pleasant and enjoyable.
Must have rained pretty hard.
Right here we came up on our very first intersection of two county roads, and it's not very far in. It's just down the slope into the valley, and we didn't take either left nor right. We just continued straight because we felt that was the most trusted route. We did find a lot of roads in the forest closed. There were signs that said they were blocked off. This was actually the only one, and it was 6A that was open, and there was a little sign that indicated that there was camping. There was also, as you went back in, a gate that shut off part of the road, so you could not continue down 6A. It was gated. There was a small campsite down at the end of the road here. Right at this point, I am engaging my VTM locker just to make sure I don't get stuck or started to get stuck in that slick mud after the rain. You can see the fire ring there, and then trash. Someone left their water jug that they had partially melted by the fire, and they just decided to leave it in the national forest. And I cannot help but think that the reason that there is a lot of closure of some of these areas in the Ouachita National Forest is probably because of trashing an area up. It's public land, and if you don't take care of it, it's going to be closed to the public. Wasn't hard to get in.
Yeah, so there's two markers. There's a 6A, and there's that over there.
The one with bullet holes. And it does say campsite on the back of it. That's interesting.
So the 6A must be the campsite, so maybe that's the first one. That's A.
For a winter drive where it is leaf off season, that was a pretty beautiful ride. We did have success in finding one dispersed campsite, and we had success in not getting stuck. In just a minute here, we're going to get dumped back out onto Holson Valley Road and head back in a loop back around to the Winding Stair Campground. It's warming up now, so we're going to get ready for a hike. So come back next time, and we're going to do the mountaintop hike.